Now with the cost of living crisis going on, I've opted for a different approach. I've gone for a body warmer. It's of course Grimsby. Who else would it be? It's the Grimsby to glory. And we're back again today with the first game being an absolute huge one. Yes, people, welcome back. Episode number 6 of season number 6. Oh, it's getting towards that superstition time of this Grimsby to glory here on FIFA 22. No, it's not. It's FIFA 23, as I've got the spoilers already on screen because I had to hype myself up looking and staring at this league table. As if you haven't seen the previous one, a little bit spoilt, but of course, there's always the chance to go back one and watch that. And of course, if you do enjoy it and you do enjoy this one, leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and let's dive straight into this because we've got a lot going on today. You can see 50 points apiece, us and Forest, they better us by 8 on the goal difference. Also, I must add, got Tunisia and Denmark going down here, as I'll show you the calendar because, actually no, I'm not going to show the calendar first. I'm going to show you the budget, 4 million, because we move into January today. We have Nottingham Forest away from home, followed up by Stoke away from home. 2 difficult games, but we're unbeaten in the congested December. As then we have Blackburn, West Brom, and Portsmouth. West Brom are up there as well. So, some very difficult challenges today. That's 5 games, 6. Moving on to Reading, the Royals, which we did, of course, get a massive thrashing in. I'm hyping that up a little bit still because I wasn't expecting it and it was a huge result. So some big games today, some big time in the window and some contracts still to sign. A lot going down. So I want to get into this first game straight away and I hope Richarlison, João Pedro is injured somehow as we've got a loan offer here for Scott Powell. We will accept that as a 1-year loan from Dusseldorf over in Germany. There's a lot of players being scouted for January because I want to get it right. We're near the top as it stands, and of course we've got that objective of signing a South American. I am trying to fulfill that one, do want to branch out a little bit more, but we can only focus on what's in front of us right now, and that's not the window. We've got 2 big hills to climb, as we have Southwood in net for this top-of-the-table clash against Forest. Pritchard, Papetti, Shepherd, Scales, and Gleno. Yes, Tommy Shepherd gets the nod over Godwin, as Cookie and Flynn Downs are in the centre, with Reggie Stone just in front. Saidi and Ben Wayne are the 2 trusted to get the goals. And look at that, João Pedro looks to be playing. They've got the tifo out of him. This is going to be a challenging one here against Forest. I am not expecting a gift of a game, but we don't expect that in any term, in any game in this season. We know how difficult the championship is, as Mark Travers is in goal again. Mohamed Drager, Meril Demiral comes in with Armel Bellecote, Chapin, Silanye, Diomande with Califiore, O'Brien, Ricky, Olad Mahand, João Pedro and Richarlison. The only change there is that they've swapped around. I think there's a change in midfield and at the back, but we're not paying attention to them. It's just the team that we beat last time to us. Come on, we go ahead and do it again as... Whoa! Are you joking? The referee's not give that as a free kick. It's a brilliant block from Scales at the back as Tommy Shepherd. That's again a free kick. And he's only blown it because he's offside. This referee's not on our side already. I'm sorry, but that's disgusting. I don't like getting onto the referees early on in games, but it's a disgusting decision. I don't know what he was thinking. As the ball across the back right here into Demiral, who drills it out wide. Still, we're going to chase them back a little bit. Demiral has the ball into Richarlison, and a little move inside from Papetti, as we'll get this ball away through the middle. Reggie Stone, flick on into Ben Wayne. Now Flynn Downs. We do have this run of Gleno at this side, so we're going to try and get down this wing. We've got Ben Wayne in that centre, as we'll aim for him, and it's just away. Goalkeeper came and didn't get there. As I think we've got Cookie down as well whilst in this move. He's down clutching something. As we will play on. Just because I want to make something happen. But no, referees had to stop the game. It's a bad one for Cookie. So we're going to have to bring on... We'll go for Alex Moore in this one. Who in fact is retiring at the end of the season. Didn't know that. Hopefully he can leave with a championship trophy. Been playing, of course, in this league most of his career. Losing Cook is never good, though. He is just a really big player in our plans. So, we've got a challenge on his hands. That even rhymes, as now we've got to get this ball back inside. Gleno tries to get it in behind. We're straight there with Alex Mort, though. He has to get into this game immediately. No ball watching, which he is prone to doing. As Anthony Glennon to jog through this field as well. Gives a bit of a reckless ball into Flynn Downs, who does still get his header into Andrea Papetti. Cuts inside. Pass through onto Reggie Stone. Ball down that wing, but it doesn't find his man. Again, just a bit slack with his final touch and final third movement. So Richarlison has it. We're trying to get back and recuperate as a group. Reggie Stone sitting quite deep. Demiral looking for an option potentially. Uses O'Brien. Ball through the middle and Southwood with a save. Cut through us a little bit too easily, but still, it's only a corner. So we've got the chance to make a save. Demiral making the move, of course, from Atalanta, I'm pretty sure he's at. As we've got away from the defenders a little bit and we'll continue to run. Can we try and get an option inwards? Alex Mowat with a good cut back. He's lost it. Flynn Downs is on it. Come on. Get a couple of passes together as that's Pritchard running down this wing. Superb this season so far from the youngster. Not there though. Pritchard chasing his man back a little bit there as the ball is passed forward. And that's the half-time mark. It's 0-0 here at, of course, the Forest ground, and not too bad. Not too good, but not too bad. Being forced into the early change hasn't done us the world of good, but still I'm confident, quietly confident, if we keep going ahead of his business, we will, of course, get ahead of where we're expected to be. As now into Gleno. Anthony Glennon back into Alex Moore. Can we get a run forward? Ben Wayne not really making an angle. So we've gone back into Flynn Downs. Pritchard needs movement from side E. He doesn't get it, but he's going to run round him, hopefully. As he does, chip that over the top. Flynn Downs, this is a good move. Pritchard, first time crossing's not a great one. Very surprised they're the team that's got the shot off so far in this game, because we've been all over them. As Liam Scales doing well to monitor where his man was. Not a great ball into Dylan Pritchard, though, from Southwood. And now Richarlison is around Pritchard, who gets back to stop him. Very good work on the Brazilian. As João Pedro! We can't stop that one, as it is 1-0 to the hosts. It's a remarkable volley. And we trail against top of the league in the 6-pointer. Not too good, as look at that, just over the top of his man Tunisia, who've just got offside, if you wanted to know that. Probably don't. As Scales didn't jump in the way of it on the hour mark, we are behind. As we've got to try and make a change to spark us into life a little bit now. We've took Ben Wayne off. And we've gone ahead and put Oliof on for a bit of pace, or Iliof, I'm pretty sure I've been told it's pronounced. Terrible place to give the ball away, as that's a heavy touch though from João again, or Richarlison, don't know who it is. As now Pritchard to come down this wing with a bit of pace. Come on, he's got to keep on running. We've got to get back into this game somehow. Pritchard, round the corner, Reggie Stone, Flynn Downs, here's Oliof, and surely tripped. And don't think this referee's been on his side, as Tommy Shepherd round the corner. There is Scales. That's through the middle onto Alex Mowat, who needs Reggie around him and does have him. That's a brilliant ball. He's got the option to square and he takes the howler on. I'm sorry, but that's a shocker of a miss, especially in the circumstances, as it's hit over Southwood's net. Got to push that team forward, Luke, even though he pulls them back. Don't know what I'm doing. But we've got to try and get an attack going, because they've took their attacking midfielder off, thinking maybe the game's over. Attacking-wise for them, they're not going to try and seal it, as that's a good tackle from Alex Moore into Iliof, around the corner for Coxey, who's now on the field. Can he turn inside of his man? He tries some skill. That's shocking. I think it's his decision-making there as Richarlison. He's found a gap at the back, and Southwood's in no man's land. It's all come from the striker being too confident, as it's led to a goal for the Reds. 2-0 Forest, and I think the quality has prevailed. Into the window we go. Yeah, it's not been too good from us. Richarlison just left on his own through the gap. Pritchard not close, or Papetti should I say, not close enough. Southwood, no chance. 2-0 Reds. We'll just accept it. We've got to accept it. We've got no choice. 17 and 18. João Pedro's on 18, Richarlison 17 for the season so far, as, again, that is a foul, referee. In the words of Ty, that is a foul. How is it not given? How are we playing on, and how is that ball going through that easily? Southwood claiming it, but I am not impressed by the showing from our team, but especially the referee. Maybe excuses, as they've come out on top. 2-0 Forest. There's a mountain to be climbed now for us. Dropping to third. I thought we would. Middlesbrough and West Brom never giving in. As Stoke City's not an easy trip. They're on 26 points. Still, I think they've got a chance at overcoming, as Louis Reeves wants to be promoted. I mean, he's 16 still, but he does have the rating and the look. I like that man bun and the beard. He's a person who takes pride in his appearance a lot. I don't know what the word really was. So promote him. I'm not sure on Max Swift just yet, because of course we've got some centre-backs already at the club and some out on loan, as Felix Cook is out for 2 months. That's not promising. Bit null and void to me, as I don't know how I'll rotate this team for the next game. We've got to try and motivate the boys. I've already thought about that, Alex Moore and Louis Reeves. Was impressed, son. You didn't have to tell me to get your promotion. Definitely not. I was always going to pick you, wasn't I? As we're going to see if this... well, not rotated side. There's one change, which is Eccles for Cook. Of course, after the injury. Pollock and Godwin now on the bench, even though I could probably do with a wing-back. Dennis Reeves the closest thing, but I'll still keep off of him for now. We're going to go with Godwin and Pollock, as that's his bench, and I'm going to see how we can do here. Away at the Bet365, a big game, a simulated game, because I want to get into this window quick. And we've lost it. 3-2. All happening in the second half. Saronia, Reggie with the reply. Brown, Saidi with the reply in the 88th. But then Sonoira, we just switched off. He scored a minute after to give Stoke 3 points. A back-to-back blow for us. As we drop to 7th. 7th? We're outside of the playoffs from 2 defeats. Okay, get me to that window. Honestly, I'm not putting up with that, as again, we've got Blackburn right here, but a lot of scout reports and the loan agreement. 2 year. No, sorry. I'm not letting out for 2 years. It looks like Angres are going to try that as well. Not happening. There's a lot of scout reports here and all. And another thing I've kind of not considered myself is, are we going to get any offers in for our first teamers? Are we going to see any of them leave? As we've got plenty of scout reports. That should mean plenty of business, as a 2-year loan is not happening for him. As into the window we go. Could we get a signing done on the opening day? I mean, we've got a very tired team for this game against Blackburn. Oh, we're going to have to rotate quite a bit. I mean, we have just lost, so I guess out of any time in the season, it's more acceptable. As we will change that. We'll go with that. Fling Downs. I think we need another midfielder. Now Cook is injured, I cannot lie. Do we get Reeves on the bench? Maybe Dennis, maybe Powell? Maybe Dennis, actually. We'll put him there, and we'll get Cullen slightly involved, putting him on the bench. Any unhappy players? Yes, we've got one in Mangus Norman, but he should have a loan deal very soon, so you can see the rotation we've gone for. Still using Ben Wayne up front, and we are going to play this one. We need to get back on form. I'm not sitting in 7th and not playing the next game. These West Brom must wins. And let's see this Blackburn team. Joe Hilton in goal, Callum Britton, Scott Wharton. I think he's through and through, isn't he? With Dominic Hyam and Joe Rankin Costello. They've got Adam Wharton, or another brother, in the midfield. With Garrett, Markande, and, of course, Dolan. We know what he's capable of. Sammy Smodics as well, with Josh Vale up top. Being a bit of a bogey team for us. It stops here. We go out here and we get these beat as the ball falls straight into Matty Pollock. Straight onto Tommy Shepherd as well, who's going to try and take the long road round his man. Into Godwin Malif, and Godwin has men in front of him. Of course, we don't have the pace of Pritchard down this wing, but we've got Josh Eccles, the unlucky number 13 now, because he's been dropped to the bench, puts it across. Easy 1-0. It's LA Oath with it, and it doesn't come any easier than that. No, it isn't. It's Diarra. Brahimi Diarra. I forgot I put him in the team. His first goal for the club. Very nicely done. Just a run down that wing from Josh Eccles and pulled across for an easy tap-in. You won't get any better or easier first goal than that. Love it for him. Absolutely love it for him. So we'll keep on chasing down through the middle. Matty Pollock came across a little bit as the ball's tried to be fizzed behind him. Easy pickings. Tommy Shepherd round the corner, but we've lost it here. Godwin. Uh-oh. Bit of danger as we've got to watch the cross into the box. We do. Still not cleared. Josh Eccles to take it to the side and then try and whack it. He's the best player so far. Really giving it his all as Matty Pollock charging forward. Goes back into Gleno, however. through that gap. Now we can potentially get a chip over the top. That's Ollie off on the bounce as he tries to get his hit off. And just cleared by them. He's got his hands up. I mean, he cleared the ball. I'd be happy with my defender doing that as Flynn Downs picks it up. We've got to try and get him a rest at some point. Alex Mowat. It's a good response from, of course, the two defeats. Mowat again through the middle. Just wide. Unfortunate from Alex, as now we've got to try and get back Flynn Downs in the way of the defender as it's squeezed through the middle. Pressure on his back. Flynn Downs again gets it. It's fizzed a little bit. It's easily through and Southwood. That's a save keepers usually don't make. Very happy with that as the pressure absorbed here. It is still an open game despite us having chances as Olioff's lost it in a dangerous position. Tommy Shepherd's one-on-one. He's missed the ball. A chance through. And offside. We've got very lucky. Very lucky. We've got to try and kill this game off if we can. We've been actually getting better at doing that as tucked down in the middle was Ben Wayne. Still charging to try and get that ball. Unfortunately don't. And it's Blackburn definitely on top. Officially on top, I should say. As we've got to try and come across a little bit. Alex Mowat and Eccles putting the pressure on. Just keep them there, referee, I'm going to say. Keep them there, team, as Godwin coming to put the pressure on. Gets his tackle in. Goes back into Shepherd, who will try and pass it out a little bit. Still, we've got the ball. Alex Mowat. That's around the corner into Brimi Diarra. He's got a bit of an option. He's already got one goal in this game so far. He's running through. He's not taking that chance lightly. He scores it. He doesn't give up. A brace for the Frenchman. Very good work. Easy pickings. Just as calm as you like. Through on goal. Goalkeeper doesn't put the pressure on. We take advantage. Absolutely love it. As at half-time now, it is 1-0 Town. Still don't feel confident. Have I just forgot we've actually just scored a goal? Am I stupid? I think I've answered my own question. As now Alex Mowat waiting for Eccles, who's had a brilliant game, even though Pritchard is the main man at the moment. Into Ben Wayne off the bar. Easy header. It's LA Oath joining in. New signings galore from, of course, the summer, should I say. LA Oath with an easy one. As calm as you like. I mean, Ben Wayne flying in. What a goal that would have been. High foot, kind of, but goalkeeper committed. Alayof to just head it in. He had some work to do as I see that Ben Wayne's got injured. Oh dear, that's not a good sign. So I'm going to try and make two changes, in fact. I'm going to have to put Pritchard on because I'm going to have to take Flynn Downs off, and that means getting Eccles in the middle. Mowat and Eccles switching position as Cullen is trusted up top. Now that impacts the team. I really hope it's not a bad injury for him, however, as they're putting the pressure on a little bit more. I mean, it's 3-0. It's 3-0 Rovers. You've let yourselves down a bit as that was a risky pass and it has paid dividends to them getting the ball back. What a tackle from Matty Pollock, however. Finally uninjured himself as Cullen waits for Gleno, who's still running upfield despite it being 3-0. Diarra's on a hat-trick! And he was almost on for it. Fortunate as now Alex Mowat into Eccles. Alayof gets the ball around the corner. He'll go backwards. Alayof trying his luck. And oh, what a goal! It's a brace for two of the boys now. It's 4 again. Blackburn, usually the bogies. Not on this occasion. Outside of the box. That's got to be the pick of the lot. Pick that one out. Fantastico as they've got the ball here. Easy interception from Matty Pollock to continue running. And he's just shrugged everyone off. Pass through. That's another one through onto Liam Cullen. He's away from his men. Liam Cullen to join in the fun. It's a goal for him. He hasn't had one in a while. 5. Quality display. Absolutely, as it's telling us to put Bobby Dennis on. We will put him on. What a finish. As Anthony Glennon with the ball at his feet here. Into Cullen, who he tried to step away from. Gleno putting the pressure on. It's his first goal in 5 games, Cullen. That's actually pretty decent, you know, considering the rest of us players. As Blackburn going to get the ball through right there. Still not paying off for us. And a ball through is tipped onto them. I want a clean sheet. Southwood keeping it. Still a corner to be swung in, however, as we've got to head that away. We don't. Across the box. Eccles away. And he's going to keep that ball on a decent little spin, but still, we've lost it. Tackle from Godwin, however, wins it back onto Cullen. Cullen to the side of him, into Anthony Glennon. We've got runners ahead of us. Could it be 6? Can we do an England here? Diarra still hasn't got his hat-trick, but he'll look unselfishly to try and put the ball in the middle. He can't do that. Still running around with it, whipping a ball in, and that's a great cross, you know. No one there, as we try to get it behind again. Still it falls here to Alex Mowat. Don't know why you hit that one. It looks like game over. 5-star display. Stellar stuff. Hopefully that propels us back into the top 6. Should have got 6 to be fair. As the loan agreement with Mishiafete's ended. He's back. He's actually returned, Mishiafete. Okay, I mean, I really wasn't expecting it. I cannot lie. Good to have you back, Mish, I guess. As Ben Wayne LCL injury 4 months without the Kiwi. That's not a good one. We'll have to suck it up as we've got Norwich City in the FA Cup. Now, maybe an unpopular opinion, but with the way the season's gone and how high we are in the league, I think the Cup is going to be one I kind of simulate. So Norwich City will get a simulation, but maybe a new signing to go in the team for it. As I do also understand, free signings, this is what I've got to say. I do think they're a very good addition to, of course, FIFA. I do think we've made the most, well, we definitely have made the most of them. I think now we're high in the Championship, we kind of stop with them. You don't really see many frees going through this high up in football unless it's a pre-contract arrival. And saying that, we've got the Paraguayan Hugo Barreira, who we've played at Northampton already in this save. We can get him in for next season. He looks the real deal, playing in the division below. He's a striker, 75 rated. He looks Premier League quality. Of course, that comes with the risk of offering him a crucial role. He wants a 3-year contract. I'd rather take him on a 2, because I don't know how his growth's going over at the Cobblers. Now the contract, we can offer him 12. I wish we could offer him like a wage if we got into the Prem, because of course it's not guaranteed just yet. We'll offer him 12 and a bit of a signing on bonus if that's acceptable. And he sees it as so he will leave the Cobblers where he's been growing to come to the Mariners next year. That's one for next season, and that is the objective ticked off. It told me at the top of the screen we've got a player for next season, as we've got a lot of players on this list. A lot of scouted ones already, which I do like. None are free agents, as I think we're comfortable at the back. I do. I think his defence is good enough. I think the midfield could do with strengthening. Hugo Cruz is too important. I'm still looking at midfielders elsewhere. But then again, could we have another rotational player coming in? Papa is too critical to them. Yassine Saleh will be starting against us in this game. Gabriel Ojo, if we could get him on a cheap, would be quite decent. Cittadini has a decent wage. And of course, George Edmondson's getting a little bit old. Maybe we don't go straight in for him, as we'll keep prodding along with the same team. It is a central midfielder I am looking for. As Scott Powell, short term to Las Palmas. We need good out of him. Last time we sent a Cam to Spain, it didn't really work out for Hugo Stewart. As we'll shake hands on Pritchard. Don't worry, I'll come to the right decision, as Harry wants to play. I'll think about it. I don't know. He's one of the players running out of contract, you know, as I still haven't looked at them today. Maybe if someone gets approached, we look at them. If not, we kind of sit away from them and just let things be, as weird as that sounds. Here's how the lineup looks. We've got Bobby Dennis starting from the off with Tommy Shepherd. Papetti's at the back. Pritchard, Eccles, Harry's on the bench. I've gone with Oliof and Saidi up top. Of course, Ben Wayne now being injured will be a problem. Hopefully not for long. So, Norwich City simulated. They're playing their strongest team. We've made a couple of rotations here and there as a 2-2 draw. It's going to be a replay. Marcus Antonio for them. Ilayof and Saidi both getting goals. So Olayof looking like potential replacement for Ben Wayne, as Adam Ida made sure it was a draw. As we'll keep plodding along this season, West Brom is the next game. Could we get a signing in? Oh no. The other game's just been threaded in. As I have transfer listed Harvey Cartwright as well, just because we've got a young goalkeeper coming through the academy as well, and we've got 2 good ones. He's not going to get a game at all. Liam Lindsay, in fact, asking if he can play in this next one. Might give him a go, because of course we need to rotate this a little bit, don't we? Sheesh. Not looking too great. Where is he? He's there. He hasn't played in a while. Can go at the left-hand side. Harry is in the lineup as it stands. I'm going to go for Alex Moore, and I'm going to go for Diarra over Reggie, because of course we do have a league game straight after this, which is a crucial one. I'm going to go with Cullen as well. As Coxey, I don't know what to do with him. He just doesn't score goals, and he makes errors in-game all the time. I don't know what to think of it, as we're at home in this one. They're playing a similar team. We've got West Brom to think about, as we're out of the cup. They've beaten us. Maija with the first one, Nunez with the second, not Darwin. Ilayof with ours. Oh well. Apologies to you guys who wanted to see a cup run. I did kind of as well, but I know league focus is crucial. As I'm going to say, Liam Lindsay, that wasn't a good performance. Thanks for putting me in. I'm proud of you, Diarra, although we lost that one. Can't ignore what he did before. Scott Powell right here, we can see, has departed on his loan. As also, we've got Alfie Kilger being approached by Anesi. I think that might go through. I hope he has his luck out there. As Michi Efete, I can remember when we were denying all the transfer offers for him. I think his time has come. I will accept it from, I think, one of the Swede teams to get Mish. Good player they've got on the hands. As another offer from Como. You can see he's still the player that teams think he is, even though he might not have played out on loan quite a bit. As I'll make the decisions, Adoka. I don't know what decisions I'll actually make for West Brom, because this is a tighter game than I actually expected. As I think I'll go with this one. You can see Alaof starting with a little bit of tiredness. Same with Downs, Pritchard. The defence is back to the one that's been best for us. Scales, Papetti and Shepherd I am liking. I think they're a very young defence as well. Actually, no, Scales is 29, 20 and 25. So it's an okay defence. A bit of experience in there. Matty Pollock on the bench still. Reeves, Eccles, Diarra, Cox and Cullen. The Baggies. This, again, is a big one. So, the Baggies that have travelled to a wet and windy Blundell Park 2.0. Destagnoglu in goal. Gardner Hickman, Caleb Taylor, Austin Trusty, Neto Borges, Sam John in the defence. It's a 5-back. Sam John a left wing-back. Oh no, it isn't. It's a 4-back. I'm stupid. Karabek on the wing now. John in midfield. Patino and Grant. Chris Willock and Munoz up front. We should have won the game last time out. Reggie Stone missing a gift of a chance at the end. But we didn't take it. We take it here in a slight kick clash. Get the business done as Tommy Shepherd. That's through the gap. We shrugged off the ball a little bit, however. And now we're going to move up a little bit to put the pressure on, as that's a ball through onto Carlon Grant. What a goal. What a goal. We find ourselves behind now. We've jumped to third with that big win. But the Baggies with a blinder. That is some striking. It's not Grant, it's Willock. I should have known he's in the middle of the park. The number 33 takes one touch out of his feet. No wonder Southwood wasn't adjusted. Who expects that? Simply put, a moment of quality, which we've got to try and shake off somehow and get back into. Alex Moat, of course, against his former club here. Both of his former clubs in Middlesbrough and West Brom up in this table as Side E finds Gleno out wide, who skips past his fullback. Gonna whip it in towards Ilayof, who doesn't jump high enough. Unlucky as Gleno with a read. A spin on the ball, but he's lost it. Liam Scales to pick up on this. He even keeps it in play, and he even fizzes it all the way out of play for a corner. Oh my, don't be one of those games again. They're asking for a short one. Turn all that stuff off in the middle. As now they've got the short ball. They've skipped straight past Sidey at the near post, I'm pretty sure it was. Block in the middle. Reggie Stone's lost it, and it's over the bar. As Gleno now watching his man just play it through the middle and just play zigzags, which have really done us there. But we should get on this one, and we do. Christian Sidey round the corner. Reggie Stone almost getting to it. Still not, though. 15 minutes left. As there's a ball played through the middle. Liam Scales tries to get there. It's through in the middle. It's a good save. Southwood jumps on it again. Good goalkeeping. But still, we should be able to get out of his half without conceding chance after chance, as that's a ball into the centre. Now spun out by Sidey into Reggie Stone, who's got the man inside of him here in Christian Sidey. Slip that through. Alex Mowat. What is he doing? I can't bring myself to watch the replay on that. That was horrendous. As Alex Mowat now through the middle. He's going to play it back into Reggie Stone. Forward. Can't get a nutmeg on. But Christian Sidey with a tackle on. Flynn Downs tries to put it forward. And Liam Scales has a man in behind. But Gleno reading that one. Good covering. We won't get a chance before half time. As it is 1-0 Baggies. We've got to be better. Performance so far not acceptable, as Papetti putting pressure on his man's back. Still, they've managed to flick it round us a little bit. And there was a gap opening up in the middle. Got to try and put a tackle in. We don't need to in the end, because it's passed straight into us. And there's a gap through the middle here. Oliof, he's got pace. He's got precision with shots sometimes. Is this one of the times? It's not. It's not. That is such an easy save for the goalkeeper. As a corner ball for us. And we've got to get this cross in correctly. Alex Mowat looking for Tommy Shepherd, throwing his body at it. Liam Scales sails wide, as it looks like Shepherd's got injured as well. Is he? He is, in the centre of the back line. Pollock to come on. Unlucky, unlucky as there's a ball in the middle now. A flick on. Trying to put the pressure on. Flynn Downs gets the ball off of the defender. And he's going to attempt to run forward as he doesn't get that pass off as well. Still goes straight back into them as Axel Son moving to Bromby. That's an interesting transfer I don't care about. As Chris Willock in the centre of the field, just past the hour mark now. It's getting real how late in this game we're getting. As now Christian Saidi with a spin out into Reggie Stone. Oleof's in behind again. Borges coming across. He doesn't get there. Oleof gets there instead. Equal. Good goal. Well taken. Oleof. That's what we needed from you, mate. Brilliant hit across goal from Isaac. As now we'll get Coxey on. Seeing if he does anything. Maybe he could leave the club if he doesn't. I'm not saying that lightly as well. Good finish across the goalkeeper. All square. That's what we needed in this big game as Glenno with the pass forward. Bit of a gap there for Reggie Stone to get it onto Coxey. Here he is! Every time he swings his leg to take a shot, a defender's in the way. He just takes too long. As maybe sometimes he doesn't. Maybe he's unlucky as they've got to run on here. Will be unlucky if they grab something. Yes, dominated on possession, but definitely not on chances in this second half as Glenno coming across. He's absolutely done him. As Karabek, Matty Pollock standing strong. Wrong position. He's supposed to be central of defence. As he's still going to try and do his part. Putting the pressure on his man. Glenno fitting in for him. Pass through. We've got to jump on that if we could. Still, they're just tricking us all over the shop. Man across the middle. Gets his shot off, but it's easy for us. And we take that one as don't let him win the header. We've headed it onto his back though. That's not any better. Glenno, rounded. Pollock in there. And a pass off into Papetti as we'll try and move away. Oleof through the middle. Alex Mowat not making a run, but Coxey is. He stopped last minute. He might get there, and he does, you know. Just give that to Glenno. Coxey with a point to prove. Can he get this ball through onto Oleof? He tries, but he fails. As it's not been our luck here today. I mean, a draw's not too bad. It's not a defeat like Forest was. As a calm interception. Passed round the corner. Glenno to sprint this forward. Anthony Glennon's going to continue going into Coxey. Coxey to still run with it. He's got an option out wide. Why are you passing it that short? Luckily, we gifted a corner, but that's horrific from him. He knows better. Surely he does. As a ball to be whipped in. Alex Mowat. Last couple of minutes. Header one! And it's Reggie Stone again, do you believe it? With a last minute chance against the Baggies. But no, a 1-1 draw. We salvage a point. We move on. We move on into January. We just take it in the league now. We're still third. We're still third. I don't know where the Baggies have actually gone. Top of the league now by 5 points is Nottingham Forest. We let it slip a little bit as Tommy Shepherd out for 5 days. Not too bad. As don't overreact to Doka. I don't want this. As we're back to the transfer hub right here and we're looking for another signing, I think. Scout report's not coming back on a couple, so maybe I'll wait a little bit. But this guy I'm looking at, Evaristo Tapia, but he's just moved to a club. Also, there is Callum Morton, who has been a rival before in Lincoln City. One of the biggest rivals, actually. At least it's not Scunthorpe, but still undecided. Is that Bryn Powell? No, it's Alfie Kilgore. He will leave in the summer. As another player goes on the shortlist as well before we sign out with Portsmouth. And it's a good one, I think. Look at this goalkeeper as well. We found Andrew. Not too bad, you know, from Boca Juniors. Our scouts are pretty decent to say they're not all 5-star. I'm really upset we can't get Hugo Cruz. I'm really upset. But there's another two here from River Plate. We've been checking in Argentina, although we've ticked off the South American one. And although they lost to Saudi Arabia today, I do like the look of some of these players. And Christian Ferreira looks like that midfielder that just can do free kicks, do long shots, get involved in play. Him and Flynn Downs could spark a partnership. You know, he can play in attacking midfield if Reggie's out. So we are going to approach River Plate for, hopefully, our man. Of course, we don't have much to spend. And, of course, we've got contracts still to be signed. So we've got to be very careful with what business we do here. As we've only got 4 million, actually. Oh, I can't really submit that. I can't submit that at all. Will they accept it? No, they don't. Definitely don't. Okay. I was wrong on his budgets. Money actually being an issue at the moment. Not something we've run into first hand for a little while. Of course, I want Mishiefati to leave the club. No offence to him. I'd like a couple of others maybe to go for transfers now I want the money in as Godwin's asking to play again. Got to look at the long-term situation. He's unhappy. Could he be one who frees up room? I don't know, as now games in hand haven't been played. This is ours. 5th position. We're going to go with the same team again because we've had enough rest. Portsmouth, 16 points. I'm guessing that's bottom of the league. It's not. It's actually top of the relegation zone. We have Reading next, who are down there as well. So, good stuff for next episode. But can we get the victory here? No, we don't. Ilayof and Cibula with theirs. We are destined for a draw. Again, not happy with that one, but we've got to take it. Matty Pollock developing. I like that. 73 rated, but I don't like the performances. Shame about the result. Won't always go away. So he's a bit happier now. If he doesn't get upset, too upset that is, I'm okay to shake hands and forgive. As we're 3 points now off Middlesbrough. Do we play them next time out? I think we do. This has been a long episode as well from the scouting. We don't. Do we play them near the end? We do. That's going to be for an interesting end of the season, which I cannot wait to get onto. As thank you guys for watching this episode right here. As always, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe with that notification bell on as well, so you don't miss anything in the future. I'll see you guys very soon. We've got some ideas for the future coming up. Take care, in a bit, and peace.